Sebastian Shaw and Emma Frost are playing a deadly game of chess with Kate Pryde and her crew caught in the middle. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop into the pages of Marauders issue number 6 and find out together, shall we? Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, Kitty and the crew of the Marauder had come to back up Sebastian Shaw's son Shinobi as he was transporting a group of refugee mutants to Krakoa. It would seem that the Hellfire Junior Club has spread their money around Madripoor a little bit and bought the services of some supervillains, including the Hate-Monger and the Executioner, to go and mess with the mutants. Captain Kate says that she always had a justifiable fear of men in hoods before she even knew she was a villain, so there's something very right about taking the battle to a guy who calls himself the Hate-Monger. As we soon discover, though, it's not the guys on the ship our heroes have to worry about. The Hellfire Junior Club has spared no expense after all, and it seems that Yellow Jacket, the shrinking Ant-Man foe, has hitched a ride inside the body of Pyro. The bad guys now officially having their own unwilling spy within the good guys' ranks. Furthermore, they say that the footage they get thanks to Yellow Jacket will make them the most watched streaming service ever. Man, you know, these superhero app wars are just getting worse and worse, man, I tell ya. Now, just when Kate and the Marauders think they finally have the bad guys on the run, they get thrown yet another curveball. It seems that the captain of the attacking ship is none other than Donald Pierce, the old leader of the Reavers. Not only is he back with fancy new robot parts and a fancy new suit, but he also has a fancy new job title. He is the official Madripoor representative to the UN. And he plans to use this fight as a pretext to get Kate and her crew arrested. Even Cheng Zhao, the anti-mutant advocate who Kate and her crew had tried to take down not too long ago, is gloating over this situation. She's a Madripoorian citizen now and claims a certain level of diplomatic immunity. She can't be touched, and maybe she couldn't be if the Marauders were your regular superheroes, but they're not. They're pirates. They play by their own rules. Pierce also tries to bruise Kitty's ego during the battle, saying that the only reason she's come this far is because she has so many Omega-level mutants backing her up. Storm hears this loud and clear and decides to drop Pierce in the drink. Here's hoping those new robot parts don't weigh him down too much. With the bad guys vanquished, the question becomes what did they do with the captured vessel and indeed all the power-dampening armors that they seized in the process. Iceman's got somewhere to be and Storm has to go and update the Quiet Council on what's going on, so Kitty says that she can handle bringing the boat to port all on her own. Again, it would seem that Pierce's words, well, pierced Kitty more than she let on, because again, she's feeling like she does need to actually start pulling her weight and doing more than just being the captain. Sadly for her, though, this is playing directly into the hands of Sebastian Shaw, who, which will come as no surprise, was actually puppeteering all of these events from afar. He's been after Kitty's seat as the Red Queen pretty much from the get-go, and while we had assumed that the Red and White Queens working together were able to checkmate Shaw at every turn, he opted to get a little outside help from Pierce and the others. He let Emma and Kate think that they had backed him into a corner, when in fact he was actually moving all the pieces exactly where he wanted them. Shaw's also come prepared to deal with Kate's unique powers. It seems that he found some power-dampening seeds on Krakoa that are able to not only tie her up, but stop her from phasing. Geez, it really seems like the island doesn't like her, why he even goes a step forward and tries to execute Lockheed the Dragon as well. Shaw, as he goes on to explain, is actually rolling the dice here, figuring that if Kate can't actually make it on the island of Krakoa, then there's probably a good chance they won't be able to resurrect her, so dead actually means dead. As Shaw explains, he's actually doing all these evil deeds for the greater good, that he needs to have more control over the Quiet Council if Krakoa is ever going to make it, because humans simply just don't fear him the way they fear mutants like Emma. When they look at her, they see a psychic reading their minds, controlling their thoughts, but when they look at Shaw, all they see is money, glorious money. And it's on that admittedly really dire note the comic comes to a close. So that was Marauders number 6, everybody, and I gotta say, I continue to enjoy what Jerry Duggan is laying down here. He just throws so many different curveballs, so many unexpected twists. It really is never boring. You never know what you're gonna get, and the mystery of why Kate actually can't go on to Krakoa grows thicker and thicker by the day. If Kate really did die here, that means she may or may not get resurrected on Krakoa, and if she does, will she have any memory of her murder? Will she have to solve her her own murder? Will Lockheed make it? He's technically not a mutant, right? So they wouldn't be able to resurrect him the same way, would they? I also appreciate this book and gotta give it credit for re-establishing Sebastian Shaw as this Machiavellian chess master who's always several steps ahead of everyone else. It's a good look for him and something I feel he's lost over the last couple decades of X-Men. Overall, I'd give this one a very positive 8 out of 10. Cannot wait to see what happens next.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing me right now, it means you watched to the end of the video, of which I will always be appreciative of. It really helps with retention and all that other good YouTube stuff. If you really like my work, you can check me out on social media. I have links down in the description of the video you're watching right now to all my different socials. I got the Twitter, I got the Instagram, I got the Facebook. I'm very easy to be reached, and if you follow me there, you can be the first to know about when a new video goes live. And with that, I will bid you all adieu. Bye-bye.